Welcome to Grafton Memorial High School, home of the Grafton Indians, and tonight we have week 3 of high school football. And it's between the Grafton Indians and the Shepard Hill varsity squads. Right now we're going to have a coin toss before we begin. So both teams enter this game 1-1, 1 win and 1 loss under their belts. Should be a great game. Grafton typically known to be a hard-hitting running team, and same on the opposite side of the field from Shepard Hill. Should be extremely interesting. Grafton having a heartbreaking loss to Shrewsbury last week, looking to bounce back against Shepard Hill. Typically they've been a tough team for Grafton to face, but they'd like to change the tides tonight and try to get a win and improve their record to 2-1. So Grafton wins the toss, and they're going to give themselves the ball to start out this game. And it's Friday Night Lights. Let's get it underway. Head coach for Shepard Hill, Ryan Duggan. And head coach for the Indians is Chris McMahon. Both coaches with lots of high school football experience under their belt. Energy high, stakes are high. Welcome to week 3. As we get ready for kickoff here in Grafton on a Friday night. Winds, not too bad tonight. We're going to start off 65 degrees at kickoff. So far this season, we've seen the Indians really take advantage of special teams. And they look to do the same here to start off week 3 receiving the ball. That definitely has to be a strategy of Coach McMahon to try to get his offense on the field early and often in this game, starting with special teams. So back to receive for the Indians, number 30, Jackson Sonnet, and number 2, Ryan Jack, both seniors. And this is technically the Indians' only second home game, but they've played 3 games here at Grafton High in a row. And they're going to start off with a short kick. This one going to be fielded at the 20 by Ryan Jack. He's going to break a few tackles, find a few seams, and he's going to be brought down. So they're going to mark him at around the 34-yard line. Good return there by Ryan Jack, about a 14-yard return to start out this game. So 1st and 10 for the Indians. This offense led by power running back Jackson Sonnet and the senior quarterback Matt Holbrook. And they have the dangerous wide receivers Ryan Warner and Ryan Jack. Explosive, quick, and get to the ball often. Always looking to make plays out there. This Indians offense takes pride in the running game, but have been trying to switch it up this year in the air. First play of the game, they send Ryan Jack in motion. It's going to be a draw play to Sonnet. And he gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. So like we say, the Indians take pride in the run game, but on the other side, Shepard Hill takes pride in their run defense. So it's a clashing of strengths between these two teams. So we're going to do that again, but this time it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Holbrook receives word. Comes back to the huddle. We're going to have Ryan Warner lined up on the right side. He's alongside Max Kogan. Holbrook's going to keep it himself. And he's going to get about a yard. So about a yard, yard and a half. So 3rd and long.
3rd down and 8.
Holbrook takes call from Coach Bink, and he's back in the huddle. This is a big third down play early. Shepard Hill looking to stop this offense on a 3-and-out on their first drive. Kogan and Warner on the near side. He's Holbrook looking to Sonnet on the left side. It's a beautiful catch and throw by the Indians. Great catch by Jackson Sonnet, going up to get that at the 40 and gets 3 more. And now they're on Shepard Hill's side of the field. So a great throw and catch there from 2 stars of the Indians offense. Matt Holbrook on the throw, Jackson Sonnet on the receiving end. So the Rams can't stop the Indians on their first drive so far. Indians in the eye. It's going to be a toss to the left to Ryan Warner. He's going to get a few before he's swallowed up by this Rams defense. Picks up about 4 or 5 on the play. Kogan checking in for the Indians. Nolan Warner exiting the game. A nice manageable second down for the Indians, keeping their playbook open with that good run from Ryan Warner. Again, Kogan, he's going to line up by himself. No, he's going to line up with Brady Fontana in the slot, but he's on the outside on the near side. Holbrook takes it himself on the QB draw. Finds a corner on the outside, and he gets a first down. Enough for the first there. Beautiful run by Matt Holbrook. Flag is not down, but it is enough for the first down. Oh, excuse me, there is a flag on the play. And this one's going to be brought back. So there was a flag on the play, and it's holding on the Indians. So this is going to back them up 10 yards. So the first down erased. Nolan Warner checking back into the game. So the Indians hurt themselves early there, but let's see what they can do again on 2nd and 6. Again in the eye. It's Ryan Warner in the backfield. Holbrook drops back to throw. He's looking left. Looking towards Jackson Sonnet. Another great catch. And he breaks a few tackles. He's in. Touchdown, Indians. The Indians on another throwing play find Jackson Sonnet on the left side. Breaks a few tackles before entering in the end zone for 6. That is Sonnet's first receiving touchdown of the year. Jake Sestani on the kick. Kick is up, kick is good. So the Indians on their first drive take a 7-0 lead. So a great drive there to start the Indians out in week 3. And so far, we haven't seen the Rams exactly energetic on the defensive side of the ball. They kind of just let Sonnet waltz into the end zone. He did break a few tackles, but almost like they were giving up on the play. Either way, the Indians will take a 7-0 lead, and they will kick away. So the Rams have 3 back to receive, including the junior, Gabe Dos Santos, the junior, Nathaniel Cooper, and number 31, Chris Sermon. He's also a junior. So this is a bit odd. We've seen from the Rams, they do like to put an extra few men back for the kick. But this one's going to bounce into the hands of Nathaniel Cooper. Flag goes down, tries to break a few tackles, stays up on the play, but it's blown dead. Forward progress is called. But this return is most likely going to be called back. And it will be. Holding call on the Rams. So another quick penalty. This one on Shepard Hill. It's going to set them back. Both teams with a penalty apiece to start this game out. So now it's time to see what the Rams offense has to offer. So they're going to get right into formation here. It's going to be a snap. It's going to be a reverse right. Quick speed there from Kobe. Gene Giomani.
Big run by number 1.
He is their number 1 running back.
And that's good for a Shepard Hill.
So it's a very young Shepard Hill team, but they like to go fast-paced all night long. Under center is Joe Thompson for the Rams. This one's going to be a handoff as well. Chris Sermon there on the carry. It's good enough for the first. So the no-huddle offense so far working early on for the Rams. Clock starts and they're ready to go. It's a handoff again. Carpenter on the carry. So 3 carries by 3 different Rams to start this game out. And again, directly to the line. This one back to Gene Giuliani. So after a quick first down, the Indians so far have held their ground here. So it's 3rd and short. So the quick-paced offense of the Rams so far has worked them down the field for at least 1 first down on this drive. Let's see what they can do here. It's another pitch. And it's another first down. Nathaniel Cooper there on the carry. He's going to pick up the first. So we kind of saw this formation from the Indians last year. It's kind of like a bunch set, all inside, all with big men, tight ends, and running backs lined up behind the tight ends or the running backs, all lined up in a bunch. So we're going to see another man carry for the Rams. This one, Gabe Dos Santos. I believe that is the 4th Ram to carry the ball. 4th different Ram to carry the ball so far on the first drive. They're going to lose about a yard, but they're right back to the line of scrimmage, staying with the no-huddle style offense. It's going to be a pitch, but then a handoff inside. Creative play there by the Rams, but goes for only 4 yards. Nathaniel Cooper on the carry. So they're looking at another 3rd down. They send another man in motion. This one's going to be a QB keeper. Joe Thompson on the QB keeper. So they are on the Indian side of the field. Let's see what they decide to do here on 4th and short. We're entering the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. They're going to go for it. It's going to be a pitch back. This one to Ben Carpenter, and it looks to be good enough for a first down.
Number 21, Ben Carpenter on the carry. And it's a first down for Shepard Hill.
It is good enough for a first. They're going to move the chains again. Back in this same set. This one's going to be a handoff outside to Gene Giuliani. It looked to be almost a horse call there, but the Indians no call. So the no huddle will take a rest for now. They do break huddle quickly. Nathaniel Cooper, he's the lone receiver on the play on the near side. And they're going to look his way on the slant. What a crazy hit.
Flag on the play.
Are you serious?
Flag thrown. Possibly a head-to-head contact, possibly a chop block on the play. Let's see what they give it a call. The penalty, good enough to reset the downs for Shepard Hill. So it is first down now. It's a fake handoff. QB keep. Stuffed near the line of scrimmage. So on that hit, pretty interesting. Maybe a legal hit in the NFL, but in high school, they're going to call that one all day. Pretty big hit, but luckily no one was hurt on the play. But after the reset of downs, the Rams only get a yard on that play. The no huddle again has taken a quick break as they're going into a set on every play now. QB keep goes for about 2. Quick subs for the Indians, and they got to, because now the Rams are back into the no huddle offense. Keeping a quick pace so far. We're nearing 3 minutes in the first. It's going to be a throw, looking left. Big hit by Ryan Warner. Man's already been all over the field. Big hit. Fourth down.
Yeah, someone needs Sarah.
Shepard Hill.
Great hit by Ryan Warner. Fundamental, explosive. He always brings energy to the table for the Indians. Big fourth down, 4th and 9. We're at 2:40 in the first. Going from the shotgun now. They send a man in motion. Fake handoff. QB looking down the middle. Finds an open man. It looks to be good enough for a first. And it is. And the Rams are back at it on the no-huddle offense, trying to wear this Indians defense down. It's going to be a pitch. He's going to run middle with it. A few yards on the play. Good throw and catch there from Thompson to Grogeski on 2 plays ago. Another great hit by the Indians, but not before Nathaniel Cooper picks up a few yards on the play. Ryan Jack there on the tackle. No huddle offense for the Rams again. Under center, Thompson to Cooper, who's going to give it inside. Man finds an outside corner, and he's going to walk into the end zone untouched. Ben Carpenter for the Rams puts them on the board for 6. That was a nice, neat play. Thompson tossing it to Cooper. Cooper to Carpenter, who then goes untouched in the end zone. Good drive there from the Rams. Now for the PAT.
Back for the kick. Kick is up. And it is no good.
And it's off the post and no good.
The score Grafton 7, Shepard Hill 6, 136.
So 1 minute 36 left here. Indians hold on to a 1-point lead after the missed PAT.
I'd like to wish happy birthday to a happy birthday.
So the Indians are going to receive this ball. And the wind now is not favoring the Rams, favoring the Indians. They're going to be kicking into the wind. We have seen the wind pick up a little bit since kickoff. Back to receive for the Indians, Ryan Warner and Ryan Jack. They're going to give Jackson Saunders just a quick rest on the sideline. This one's farther than the last one. Received at around the 15-yard line from Ryan Warner. Warner finds the outside. He beats a few men. Another great return from Ryan Warner. So Ryan Warner slow to get up. But another great return from Ryan Warner. We've already seen a punt return for a TD this year. He's really been setting up the Indians nicely on special teams. So even though he's shaking up, Ryan Warner does stay in. Holbrook receives word back to the huddle. He goes. So with the score 7-6, we might see that 1 point make a difference late in the game. We saw it almost make a difference last week against Shrewsbury on the blocked PAT returned for 2 by Ben Barrett. That play was easily read by the Rams, so that's going to be back for a loss. The Rams really read that one, split the holes, found the gaps in the Indians blocking, and took Holbrook down for a loss of 5. We have 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. And the Indians break huddle. Max Cogan and Ryan Warren, they're going to line up on the near side. Jackie's going to line up on the far side. They're going to send Sonnet in motion, and they're going to give it to Sonnet. He tries to find a few holes on the right side before he gets popped at the 50. So about a 10-yard gain from Sonnet. Clock ticking under 20 now. 3rd and 4. Ball placed on the Rams' 49-yard line. Looks like the Indians are going to try to get one more play off before the quarter ends. They send Fontana in motion. Holbrook's going to keep it. And he finds a hole, makes his way out to the 40, then the 30, and taken down at the 30-yard line. So that's going to put an end to the first quarter. The Indians hold on to a 1-point lead, 7-6 early on. And we'll be right back after this. So we flip sides, and we're going to begin the second quarter. Jackson Sonnet in the Wildcat. He's going to send Ryan Jack in motion. Sonnet making his way to the right, cuts back inside. He's going to get about 5 or 6 on the play. A good run on first down there from Jackson Sonnet. So they're going to give Holbrook a quick rest and put Jackson Sonnet in the Wildcat. Second and 6. Ryan Warner on the far side. Ryan Jack on the near side. They're going to send Jack in motion. Again, Sonnet in the Wildcat. He's going to fake it to Ryan Jack. Make his way up the middle. Tries to break a few tackles. Gets about 3 on the play. So a manageable 3rd and short now for the Indians.
Gabe Dos Santos and Nathaniel Cooper on the tackle.
So one early injury report. It's going to come from the Ram side. Number 2, Cody Adams looks to be shaken up. He's getting treatment on the sideline. Looks to be doubtful to return. So either way, Indians 3rd and 3. Ryan Jack, he's going to line up on the near side. Ryan Warner alone on the far side. They stay in the Wildcat. They're going to send Warner in motion. Sonnet again on the keep. Finds a hole left. And he gets hit, but not before he is there for the first down. Another solid run from Jackson Sonnet.
Good for a Grafton first down.
So the chains continue to move when the Indians offense is on the field. Holbrook enters into the game. Ryan Jack, he's going to line up on the near side. Trio set on the right. It's going to be a QB keep. Holbrook going on his, breaks the tackle on the left side, but steps out of bounds. So Holbrook saw an angle on the outside that he thought he could take, sheds the tackle, but does step out of bounds on the play. Still a solid run.
Second down and 3 for Grafton.
Indians, 2nd and 3. So a 7-yard gain on the QB keeper from Holbrook. Ball on the Rams side of the field on the 10-yard line. They're going to send Jack in motion. Handoff to Ryan Warner on the inside. Gains a couple.
Took up about a yard and a half. Tackle made by number 44. Anthony Arenti.
So a manageable 3rd and short after the inside carry from Warner.
2 for Grafton.
It's a big play in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what the Indians decide to do here. Ball on the 9-yard line. Holbrook fakes left. Rolls right. Sees the man in the end zone. Touchdown! Nolan Warner, the sophomore tight end for the Indians, gets his first career varsity touchdown. What a great moment. He has a bright future for the Indians, and he gets in the end zone here. On the play action rollout from Holbrook. A 9-yard receiving touchdown. What a great moment. One of many for Nolan Warner. Jake Sestani on for the extra point. Kick is up and good. So now the Indians lead by 8.
Jake Gattoni, and the score is Grafton 14, Shepard 6.
So a good play call there from the Indians. They definitely had the Rams fooled. About 5 men were chasing Holbrook on the play action, and that left many options for Holbrook. And he found the big man, Nolan Warner, in the end zone. Not a bad option. So the Indians are going to kick away with 8:12 remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Kicking off for Grafton, Jake Gattoni.
So the wind's getting even more gusty here in Grafton. Again, this is going to be going into the kick of Jay Sestani. It's a short, wobbly line drive kick.
Santos picks up the ball.
Santos is going to return this one for the Rams before he is slammed down at the 39. Big hit.
Very Grafton. First down and 10.
So that's where the Rams are going to set up shop. Both teams getting into the end zone early. But that one missed PAT from the Rams could end up making a difference late in this game. Time will tell. This one's going to be a handoff to Ben Carpenter.
Nowhere to go. Yeah, I saw that.
Carpenter gains a few on the play. And the no-huddle offense look from the Rams. But another good defensive play from the Indians. That one looks to be only a gain of 1 yard. So 2 plays, and we're looking at a 3rd down and long for the Rams. This will be a crucial play in this game. It's also a field position battle, so if you're the Rams, you at least want to pick up a few yards and try to pin the Indians if you don't get the first.
Carpenter carry. Another couple yard gain. Fourth down.
And they're going to go for it here. A few yards gained on that quick carry. But it looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field. Interesting play call. They're looking to the sideline to see what play they're going to run. And that one's swallowed up for a loss.
Number 1, Kobe Gunn. He don't take it down. He's not going anywhere.
So Kobe Jean Gaganli on the handoff gets absolutely rocked behind the line. So the Indians are going to take over.
First half.
I got a quick action shot in there. Right when we hit the hit stick, I was like, boom. Hit it up on the left stick. Yeah.
So now the Indians offense is going to step onto the field after the 4 and out from the Rams.
Yeah, we're Dolan's going up there. Like, you know Dolan's not going to do it. Yes, he is. We're making him do it, yo. I'm not going
So Max Kogan, he's going to line up on the near side, Ryan Moore on the far side. This one's going to be a swing out to Ryan Jack.
Ryan Jack.
Good defensive play there from the Rams. And Ryan Jack's going to go back a yard on the catch.
Second down and 11 for Grafton.
So it's going to be a second and long for the Indians. Clock just ticked under 6 minutes.
to. But being on the sidelines keeps you get those chirps in.
See what the Indians do here. Ryan Jack, he's going to line up on the near side. In the slot, Brady Fontana. They send him in motion. It's going to be a QB keeper from Holbrook. Absorbs a huge hit.
On the carry. Tackle made by number 30 to Brady.
So a few yards gained on the play there by Matt Holbrook on the QB keeper.
Brings up a third down. 7.
Jackson Sauna enters the game. Holbrook receives a call from Coach Bink. And he's going to enter the huddle.
That's like kind of okay, but you have to think about it. Always cools down at night. Yeah, no shit. So why would you think that? Shut up.
Sauni's going to line up on the near side. Holbrook in the shotgun. Fontana to his right. 3 wide receivers set to the right, but this one's going to be blown dead.
I just really started using the camera to see where the flag was. Where? Instead of looking up with your eyes. It's instinct though. You're just like, yeah. Trying to find the flag.
And this one is going to be on the Indians.
Whoa!
Let's see what the call is.
3rd and 12, 13.
So now it's a 3rd and long. Delay of game.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch number 9 on this play specifically. Where's number 9? He's the right at the end. Oh. I think he's about
3rd and 13. See what the Indians do here. Again, this could be a big play in this game. Field position is always a battle in high school football, and it is a very important battle to try to win. For the Rams, you need to stop, and you need to stop now. If you want to try to get this ball back and put up some points for a halftime. And he's going to find Ryan Jack in the middle of the field. Breaks a few tackles before he's hit down, but a big play there from the Indians. A great run, a great route there by Ryan Jack. Catches in the middle of the field and takes this one down. It looks to be inside the 20. So a great throw and catch there from the Indians. Great catch from senior wide receiver Ryan Jack. He had nothing but green grass after he received that one. 1st and 10. The Indians striking in the red zone now from the 17-yard line. 3:45 to go in the first half. Ryan Jack in the Wildcat. Fakes it to Ryan Warner. He finds a hole left. Tries to hit it, but only gets a few yards.
Ryan Jack on the carry. A couple yards.
So they're going to give Holbrook a break and keep Ryan Jack in the Wildcat.
Down and 8.
That's like exactly what
2nd and 8 now for the Indians. This time we're going to have Sonnet in the Wildcat. He's going to send Ryan Jack in motion across the field. Sonnet follows his blockers and finds a hole. He's in for the touchdown. A rushing touchdown for Jackson Sonnet. His 2nd of the day. He now has 1 on the ground and 1 through the air. An offensive barrage from the Indians. Jake Sistani on for the PAT. The kick is up, and it is blocked. Shepard Hill got a hand on it. So the kick blocked from the Shepard Hill Rams. But Jackson Sonnet gets in for the Indians, practically untouched. Great blocking there from the Indians O-line. All they had to do was follow the big boys up front and waltz into the end zone for 6. So the Indians are going to kick this one away with 2:45 remaining in the first half. So a 14-point lead the Indians hold here late in the second quarter. Back to receive is Gabe Dos Santos, number 3. And number 8, Nathaniel Cooper for the Rams. Sistani kicks this one away. And another short kick. It's going to bounce onto the ground. Picked up by Nathaniel Cooper before he is hit by Drew Belanger. Solid return, about 10 yards for the Rams. And they're going to set up shop at around the 30-yard line.
Have the ball, 1st and 10 with the ball on the 30-yard line with 2:40 to go in the first half.
Under center, Joe Thompson for the Rams. And it's going to be a great run. Ben Carpenter on the run there, picks up a solid gain of about 15 yards on the play. And right back to the no-huddle offense, the Rams go. Whistle blows and they're ready to play football. Another pitch to Carpenter. Finds another hole. This one might be just a few inches short of a first. Timeout on the play.
By Grafton.
So a timeout from the Indians. It's been a wild first half so far. Jackson Sonnet scoring twice for the Indians. And the sophomore Nolan Warner with the first receiving touchdown and touchdown of his bright and young high school career. So although we see a lot of seniors on the field right now for the Indians, the future is definitely bright. It is still early in the season though, so the Indians are going to try to make a run. But it's also good to know that the young guys can make a difference right now during the season. It's only week 3 and we already see the young guys making a difference. Both teams break from the huddle. Again, 2:21 remaining in the first half. Indians holding on to a 20-6 lead right now. McMahon animated there on the sidelines, urging his defense on. Thompson looks right, had a man open. Had Nathaniel Cooper open, but overthrew him. A little missed throw there from Thompson. Definitely could have been executed better from the Rams. Again, 3rd and short, maybe a yard.
3rd down and 1 for Shepard Hill.
Most likely going to be a running play here. Whistle blown before the ball can be snapped. Ball was misplaced. Ball was placed in the first down line instead of the ball marker. So here we go. 3rd and short. This one's going to be a toss. Carpenter picks up a first down on the toss. He's been a busy man this drive.
That'd be good for first down to Shepard Hill. 2:09 left in the half.
Josh Petridge for the Indians. His helmet fell off, so he's going to have to check out for this play. Looking at the same formation. This time a new man's going to carry for the Rams. It's going to be the fullback, number 44, Anthony Oriente.
Anthony Oriente.
Back to the same formation the Rams go. It's going to be a high pitch before he gets lit up. What a hit by Brady Fontana. Receiving the punishment, John Foley. What a hit. So under 1:30 now. Matt Holbrook there on the tackle. We're going to get a timeout from Shepard Hill. So we're going to get a quick pause in the action. So it's a 20-second timeout, so the teams are going to stay on the field. Now they break huddle. And Coach McMahon for the Indians is going to take a timeout out of frustration. They could not get their defense set. So it's 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball on the Indians' 28-yard line. Rams trail by 14 here, late in the second quarter. $1:23 remaining. The big boys have definitely come out to play tonight. We've seen the running game really take a toll on this Indians defense, but right now they're staying strong. Most of the yards gained for the Rams have been on the ground. But although this Indians defense looks to be a little worn down, they seem to find this strength and motivation to just shut down the drives of the Rams, and anything or any momentum they gain is immediately shut down.
First down and 10 for
But you can just tell that Shepard Hill is getting an early push on the Indians so far late in the second quarter. Another solid gain.
Ball is loose.
Ball is out. And although the ball was fumbled, it is recovered by the Rams. So that was an interesting play. And the big boys putting in more work for the Rams, and they're going to help their running back, Dan Carpenter, gain a few extra yards.
Full timeout was called by Shepard Hill.
So now we're going to get a full timeout from the Rams. So 51.7 remaining in the second quarter. Ball on the 16-yard line. They're looking at a 1st and 10. So now we have another injury update, number 6 for the Rams. John Foley, he was the one who had a crazy hit. He received that one for Brady Fontana. He's going to be out for at least the remainder of the half. Under concussion protocol, excuse me. So he will not enter again this half. We'll check in on the injury reports after halftime. So 51 ticks remaining here. Late in the second quarter. And we're going to get a flag. So before the ball was snapped, we're going to get a flag. Legal procedure. So we're going to back up a few yards here. So now it's 1st and 15 from the 21 of the Indians. Maybe the Indians can catch a break. This is where they can find this late motivation to try to stop the drive. Carpenter on the carry. Jackson Sonic comes away with the ball. So a little confusion there on the play. Jackson Sonnet ran away from the pile with the ball. But it looks like they blew the play dead before the ball was ripped out. So it's a 6-yard carry. The ref's going to be talking here around the 16-yard line. Could be reviewing if that was a fumble or not. We'll see what they call. And it's going to stay Shepard Hill's ball. We're going to get a flag on the play.
Flags on the play.
So Kobe Jean Guamalme with a solid gain there for the Rams. So the flag is going to be on the Indians for an encroachment, but they're going to decline. Now they're going to get the ball first down and goal. The ball is on the Indians' 3-yard line. 27 ticks remaining now till halftime. So it's a quick handoff by the Rams. Clock now ticking under 20. The Rams are going to call a timeout. So a little bit of bad clock management there from the Rams. They let a few ticks go before calling the late timeout.
2 yards out. At halftime, please visit the concession stand located behind the press box.
So now 14 seconds remain in the second quarter. 2nd and 2 from the 2. So this is a big play in this game. It is 20-6 right now. The Indians holding on to a lead. But the Rams receive the ball to start the second half. So if they can put up a quick few points here, get the ball to start the second half, they could threaten to possibly take the lead. But let's worry about the here and now. Ball on the 2. Big play. Under center, Joe Thompson. The ball is loose and on the ground. So another fumble there from the Rams.
Shepard Hill.
Big man telling his team that was the last timeout they can use in this half. So if they can sack or stop the Rams just short of the goal line, the half is going to run out, and they could hold the Rams, to no points on the drive, which would be incredibly clutch if you're the Indians. So most likely the last play of the half. 9.8 remaining. Thompson drops back, avoids the sack, avoids a few hits before he is popped by Brady Fontana, and he's hyped. What a great hit.
Tackled by
Let's
Brady
go!
Montana, and that
Hey!
So the Indians
into the first half.
defense hold strong. Don't allow a point on that drive. That's what we're talking about. They found deep down inside a way to stop this Rams offense. Frustrated, the Rams will walk off the field, but in excitement, the Indians will run off the field with a 20-6 lead going into halftime. So again, the Indians with a 14-point lead heading into halftime. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to the third quarter. My name is Makoto Parton. I'll be taking over for Mark Savatelli for this half. And the kick is off by Jake Sestoni. And the ball is received by Cooper. Oh, and the ball's on the ground. And Grafton thinks it's their ball. And the refs agree. The Grafton gets the football off their own kick. What a great...
Ben Derby on the recovery.
Ben Barrowby recovered the ball. That was an insane good. That was a great mistake by Shepard Hill on their momentum at the second half. Already down 14 points. This could hurt them. All right, they break huddle. Matt Holbrook with Brady and Jackson Sonnet in the backfield. They motion RJ right, left, and Jackson Sonnet with the run, and he is tackled by four guys, pile on him.
On the tackle.
And the ball will be placed on about 35. Second down for Grafton. 7 to go. All right, Matt Holbrook's back in the huddle. All right, braked. RJ and Sonic line up right. Brady in the back. Right. Ryan Warner on the right side. Holbrook gives it to Sonnet. And he's tackled short of the first down.
It's a few more yards.
And it will be placed. Come on.
Tackle made by number 40.
All right, Jackson Sonnet steps out. We see Nolan Warner come in.
3 for Grafton.
Three to go, third down for Grafton. First down would be huge here. Could set up a touchdown play. All right, RJ lines up left. It could look like a direct snap to Jackson Sonnet, and it is. He runs left. He runs in the pile. He runs right, and he's cleared. He makes a touchdown. Touchdown Grafton by Jackson Sonnet.
Touchdown Grafton.
Just adds on to the lead. Makes it 26-6. It's not over just yet. Jason Sassani comes out for the extra point. He did get blocked before the end of the first half. Let's hope he makes this one. It could give an extra point. All right. Ball snap, set. Kick is up, and it is good. Make the score 27-6, Grafton. They are up 21. I guess Shepard Hill. This is very hurtful to their morale. Shepard Hill coming in thinking they can keep their momentum on the run. No huddle, as I've seen throughout the first half, trying to wear down that defense. The kick by Jake Sistani. Ball is received at around the 25. He's running up left. He's running to the hash brush, running into the Grafton bench. It looks like he went about to the 30. All right. Shepard Hill has been really good on the run on offense, really wearing down that defense. No huddle every single play. It was working the first half. Let's see if Grafton can stop him in the second half. All right.
Ball is 31-yard line.
Looks like another run play. They bunch up on the line, and it goes to Carpenter. Nope. Goes to Dos Santos. Looks like he lost yardage on that. Ben Barabee and Brady Fontana on the tackle. Oh, they're going no huddle again as I predicted. They've been doing that this whole game. Looks like the quarterback's lined up at the back. He tosses it to Carpenter. Carpenter runs left. It looks like he's clear for now, and he's pushed out of bounds. Many guys on the tackle. They finally decide to not use no huddle, decide to actually talk it over. All right, they break from huddle. Looks like another, they bunch up against the line of scrimmage. Looks like another run play again. Thompson takes a snap. Oh, he's actually going to pass it. He passes up right to Carpenter. Oh, and it's dropped. Incomplete. Matt Holbrook on the coverage. Almost picked it off. Looks like Carpenter Holbrook. A little confused on that pass. Interesting. They've only passed a few times. Really successful with it. But this time incomplete, which is good for the Grafton if they want to get a stop on this drive. All right, they bunch up on the line again. Looks like another run. They could fake it again and go for the pass, but looks like another run. Oh, goes to Carpenter. Carpenter's running up left side, goes across the 10, and he keeps going. Jackson Sonner pushes them out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. Shepard Hill's run the ball efficiently this whole game. Cooper and Gene Gilmore come in. Carpenter decides to come out. He's in a star running back on Shepard Hill. Decides to come off. I don't know why they would sub him out, but maybe they have a plan for a pass play. The ball is on the 39-yard line. Joe Thompson. Joe Thompson takes the snap. He gives it to Gene Gilmore. He's running right. And he's pushed out of bounds by Matt Holbrook.
Number 1, Kobe John Guillaume.
Another successful run by Shepard Hill. Expect nothing more, nothing less from Shepard Hill. They seem to be a run-heavy offense, and they have proven that in this game. You see the bunch on the line again for another run. Who will it go to this time? It is going to...
Hand off to Anthony Arenti.
Third down for Shepard Hill. They give it to Dos Santos, and he keeps running, and it's stopped by Ryan Jack. That was another successful run. First down, Shepard Hill. Shepard Hill on the 5.
First and goal.
Joe Thompson. Looks like he's trying to audible, trying to call another play. And he's giving it to Nathaniel Cooper, it looks like. Close. Second down, Shepard Hill.
Nathaniel Cooper. Ben Barabee in on the tackle.
Ben Barabee on the tackle.
Second down.
On Nathaniel Cooper.
Goal.
No huddle. They give it inside handoff to the fullback. And they got a touchdown by number 11, Xavier Neves.
Anthony Arenti on the touchdown. Grafton 27,
First
Shepard
touchdown
Hill
since
12.
the first half with that insane run offense. Now it's time for the PAT. Brock Dewey, and it is good.
And it is good.
Score is now 27-13.
In the third quarter.
Grafton only up by 14. That run defense is getting a little weak. They're starting to tie. Shepard Hill starting to tie them out with that no huddle offensive scheme, which seems to be working against Grafton. All right, DB sets the ball for the kick.
Brock Dewey. Kick off.
All right, the ball fell over. Doobie's now going to reset the ball. Attempt number 2 for the kickoff. Yeah, it's a very windy day. This could affect the kicks and the kickoffs in this game. All right, Doobie raises his hand. He's going up. Ball's kicked far back to, and it is a touchback. Well, let's hope Grafton can answer back with its own touchdown to keep this momentum on Grafton's side. We don't want Shepard Hill's run offense. It's a very strong run offense, and that can hurt our defense in the future. It's always good to have a lead. Grafton breaks huddle. It looks like RJ and Sonic line up right, and Ryan Warner lines up left. Matt Holbrook back alone. Ryan Warner runs left. Matt Holbrook runs left. He is on the QB keep, and he's running. Multiple guys on the tackle. Good run. Picks up a few yards. Good run by Matt Holbrook. Josh Marino on the tackle. Second down and 5 for Grafton. Looks like Ryan Warner thought he was coming off, but he's coming back in. He's been an essential piece of this offense. Always either running it or catching the passes. Insane player. Looks like Sonnet for the dress snap. He is running left, and he runs into the pile. Looks like a 2 to 3 yard gain. Sonnet and Ryan Jack line up right. Ryan Warner lines up right. Oh, right. Jackson, hand off to Jackson Sonnet. He runs it close to a first down.
Close to a first down.
Grafton seems to be answering back. Shepard Hill with their own run offense that seems to be very successful through Ryan Jack and Jackson Sonnet.
Fourth down.
It's 4th down and 1. Does Grafton want to go for this or punt it away? If they make this first down, it could keep the momentum going, which is very important and crucial, especially since that Shepard Hill run offense, you don't want them on the field. And it looks like they want to stay on the field for this 4th and 1. Coach McMahon is still deciding, discussing with his offensive coordinator. It's a very tough choice. You either want to try to make the first down or punt it away and let Shepard Hill get back on the field.
20-second timeout called by Grafton.
Grafton with the 20-second timeout to talk it over. It's a very 4th and 1 is a very, very hard to call. You could either give up the ball by not making the first down, or make a first down and keep your drive going. It's all what they want to do. It looks like they sub out. They're subbing in Nolan Warner. Both of the Warners are on the field. It could mean a pass play for this. 4th and 1. Joe Blatt is subbed out. Matt Holbrook comes back. All right. Looks like they're going for the 4th and 1. This looks good. Jackson's on it. Ryan Jack on the left. 2 guys in the back. They pass it off to Ryan Warner. Ryan Warner with the first down. Good run by Ryan Warner, finding the opening and taking that opportunity to get that first down. Looks like there's an injury on the play. We'll be back after this injury timeout.
So a scary sight for the Indians as Ryan Warner goes down with apparent lower body injury. We'll update you as soon as we get any word. So again, I'm Mark Savatelli and I'm back placing the legendary Makoto Pardon. So either way, we're underway here. 3:48 in the 3rd quarter. Holbrook rolls right, finds Nolan Warner. So one Warner goes down, but another takes its place. And Nolan Warner, who scored a touchdown earlier through the air, stays engaged in the offense and picks up another first down for the Indians. One man down, next man up. And that just happens to be his younger brother, Nolan Warner. So that's good enough for a first down. It's about a 15-yard, maybe a 20-yard catch and throw from Matt Holbrook to Nolan Warner. He stayed busy all night in the blocking and passing game for the Indians. So Ryan Jack, he's going to line up on the far side of the screen. Now he's sent in motion. It's a toss out to Jackson Sonnet. Avoids a few men. So after finding a gap in the hole in the defense, he picks up about 5 before he's swallowed by the linebackers for the Rams. Jackson Sonnet is a downhill runner for sure, but he's really good at finding those holes and letting the men up front create those holes and do a lot of the heavy lifting. Although Jackson Sonnet does take a lot of shots throughout the game, he tries to limit those shots, use his speed to find the holes and avoid the tackles if he can. But he does have the power and ability to go through men and steamroll even the biggest men the opposing team can put forward. Indians in the eye. It's a handoff to Sonnet, and he gains a few. So injury update for the Indians. Ryan Warner getting checked on by the trainer still. He looks to be standing with a little discomfort. He could make an entrance back into this game. He's questionable. As soon as we get any more word, we will keep you updated. We're approaching 2 minutes in the third quarter. So Ryan Jack and Jackson Sonnet, they're going to be lined up on the near side. They're going to send Sonnet in motion. Holbrook is using Brady Fontana as a human shield. Great blocking there by the Indians. Up front, with the linebackers for the Rams, found the seams and got to Matt Holbrook. He was following his fullback, Brady Fontana. So 1:36 remaining here in the third. It's 4th down and 4. Indians have it on the Rams' 35-yard line. They lead 27-13. And good news for the Indians. Ryan Warner, who was down just a few minutes ago, back on the sidelines, and he looks to be eligible to return to the game. So that's a good sign if you're the Indians. Big 4th and 3 here for the Indians. I form. Holbrook under center. But we're going to get a whistle before the ball is snapped. So it's going to be a timeout. Full timeout. Taken by the Rams. We saw the Indians go for the 4th and 1 earlier this drive and pick it up. A little bit tougher of a task here, 4th and 3. Can they keep the momentum and the ball on the drive? Keeping drive alive in high school football can make or break your game. If you have momentum throughout a drive, the last thing you want to do is punt it on a 4th and short. We saw the Indians, like I said, take a gutsy 4th and 1 call on their own side of the field, but now that they're on the Rams side of the field, it's a little bit more manageable, even though it's a 4th and 3. Like I said earlier as well, field position is a big key in high school football as well. So you don't necessarily want to hand the team the ball off in good field position. So even if the Indians don't convert here, they won't be setting the Rams up with anything too great. Either way, Holbrook the QB keeper. He's going to find a hole left. He's going to have to beat a man. He does. He's down the sideline in a big hit. We're going to get a late hit. Matt Holbrook took a shot there on the sideline. Insane hit there from the Rams, number 44, Anthony Oriente. He was shaken up a little bit on the play. Personal foul will be granted to him as well. So not necessarily the smartest move there from the Rams. Not only do you give up a first down, you commit just a stupid penalty. And you're going to give the Indians an even better of an opportunity. Now 1st and goal from the 7. So like we saw, Ryan Warner entered the game the last play. So although he does exit now with a bit of a limp, it is good to see him back in the game, giving it his all for the Indians. He is a great player. Not only that, but he is a big piece of the special teams for the Indians and the offense and the defense. So literally he is all over the field, and they need him at all times, and they need him healthy. Another man they need healthy, that's Jackson Sonnet. He's in the backfield. He's going to get the pitch. He's going to try to find a hole. He cuts back inside. And he's stuffed just short. And there's an injured Ram on the play. Number 87, Christian Gruszewski. But Jackson Sonnet was just a few yards shy there of scoring his 4th touchdown of the game. So we're going to take a quick break for an injury timeout. We'll be right back after this. So after that injury timeout, the Indians break huddle. 2nd and 5, we got a minute 09 remaining in the 3rd. Sonnet in the backfield, hungry for his 4th touchdown. Pressure up the middle, Holbrook avoids pressure. With the jukes, Matt Holbrook on the outside. What an effort by Matt Holbrook. He'll end up just a few yards short, but that was a remarkable play. He was just digging and juking everyone in his path. It is hard to keep up with such an elusive and quick quarterback in the pocket like Matt Holbrook, just making the defensive line of the Rams look silly. So, as we saw a few minutes ago, Grzeski is going to take a seat on the sideline for an injury. We'll update you as soon as we get word. Clock ticking. Just 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Indians break huddle. Sonnet in the backfield. In the eye are the Indians. They're going to give it to Sonnet. He's going to break a few tackles, and he's going to lose the football. It is recovered in the end zone by the Rams.
It's recovered by Shepard Hill.
And the Indians signaled that his knee was down, but the refs mark it as a fumble. Jackson Sonnet disagreeing with the call. Very rare that you see Jackson lose the football like that. He's usually very secure with the ball. Ball security is always the number 1 priority for the Indians. Whether his knee was down or not, the Indians do lose the ball. This is where in the NFL you might see a video or replay challenged and replayed over and over again. But again, this is only high school football, so we're not going to get a replay. We're just going to play some more football. 4 seconds remaining in the 3rd. It's going to be a fake handoff, thrown to the left side, and that's going to end our 3rd quarter. So a 2-yard gain to end the 3rd quarter for the Rams. The Indians try to hold on to a 27-13 lead. Again, end of the 3rd quarter, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back to 4th quarter action here at Grafton High. First play is a run play from the Rams, and they're going to get stuffed short of the 1st down. So, welcome to crunch time here at Grafton Memorial. The Indians trying to preserve this 4th quarter lead. And this could be a big run. Shoved out of bounds after about a 7-yard gain. Now it looked to be promising, but the Indians shut it down on the sideline over there before any more damage can be done. So again, the Indians hold on to a 14-point lead late in this game. Back to the funky formation we've seen all night from the Rams. And it's going to be another handoff to the same man, Ben Carpenter. Has been a busy man all night. And another busy man, speaking of busy men, Brady Fontana. He's been all over the field lighting kids up. He takes pride in his hard hitting, and when I spoke with him earlier, he also dedicates himself to going hard on every play. We've seen nothing short of that tonight. And another big hit from the Indians. So the Indians defense holding strong as of late. We saw them give up the touchdown early, but since they have held strong, it's going to be a reverse play. And that goes nowhere. Nathaniel Cooper on the run for the Rams. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Hill.
9:20 remaining in this game. Grafton side getting into it. The 4th down play. Short. Ryan Warner getting into a tussling match. Looking for the flag, no flag called.
Take over with first and 10 for Grafton.
So the turnover on downs, and the Indians will get the ball back.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
So the Indians will take over on the Rams side of the field.
First and 10 for Grafton.
First and 10 from the 48-yard line. We're going to stop it for play.
Final ball by Grafton.
Indians will take time. So this is a crucial part of the game for the Indians. Time management. You don't want to give the ball back too quickly to this Rams offense and give them another chance. Last week, totally different circumstances. But the Indians didn't hold the ball long enough, gave a minute and 48 to Drew Campanelli and the Colonials, and ended up driving down the field and winning that game. So clock management will be key down the stretch here for the Indians. Jackson Sonnet takes a Wildcat snap. To the left side. He looks to be gone. 10-5 touchdown. Jackson Sonnet. That's his fourth of the game. What an outstanding night from Jackson Sonnet. 3 on the ground and 1 through the air. Jackson Sonnet is on fire. He is a man who cannot be contained. He has really led the ground game for the Indians and has spread the field open with his catching ability. Definite MVP of the night candidate. Indians now up by 20. They're going to keep their offense on the field for the 2-point conversion. They line up in the eye. Holbrook under center. He looks left. The slant pass is caught. And the 2-point conversion is good. Ryan Jack receiving the 2-point conversion toss from Matt Holbrook.
Grafton 35, Shepard Hill 30.
So now we are under 9 minutes in the fourth quarter. And the Indians have a 22-point lead. If I believe I heard correctly, the Indians have not beaten this Rams team in a while. Coach McMahon stressed how important a comeback week was for the Indians. And we have seen nothing short of a spectacular game. So an interesting look here for the Indians. Jace Keeler with the kick. It's a boot downfield. It's picked up by Nathaniel Cooper, who's going to try to find a hole, break a few tackles, but he's brought down. 35-yard line. So I think it is a injury report for the Indians. Jake Justani was getting checked out by the trainers earlier. Could be a leg injury. Most likely going to be a leg injury. We will let you know the latest of his injury when we find out. Either way, on the 34-yard lines is where the Rams will set up. Screen pass goes nowhere. Forward motion is called. And second out. So for now, Jace Keeler will be taking kicking duties for the Indians. The clock for sure not on the Rams' side. They really need to try their hurry-up offense again if they want to try to make a comeback late in this game. QB keeper. He absorbs a big hit in the middle of the field before he is swallowed up by the Indians linebacking team. So that carry was good enough for the first down. And the ball's loose. Indians signal that they have it, and they do. So a turnover by the Rams is pretty much the story of tonight. Self-mistakes. And the Indians will take over on a mistake there by the Rams. Cole Thornton with the fumble recovery. And this game is all but over. 8:02 remaining. Indians holding on to a 22-point lead. Ryan Warner, he lines up on the right side with Max Kogan. Holbrook's going to look left, but it's overthrown. So I talked with Ryan Jack also just a little while ago. And as a running team, the Indians have presented themselves as, I asked him how it felt to be not necessarily the number one option. And he responded with, I'm always ready when my number will be called. I'm a team player. And whenever they call my name and my number, I'm going to be ready. So that just shows the heart that Ryan Jack has and the dedication he has to this team and the trust he has to this team. He also talked about the trust he has with Matt Holbrook. Matt Holbrook with the carry. And he's going to get about 7. But like I was saying, Ryan Jack really takes pride in his game and never giving up on a play. But he also takes pride in his chemistry with star quarterback Matt Holbrook. He really emphasizes and praises his arm strength. So what's extremely interesting about this Grafton team is there's so much star-studded power on offense, and there's only one football, and it's hard to try to spread it around and give everyone a little bit of the action during the game. So someone like Ryan Jack, who could be a starter and would be a starter and a star many other places, takes his role in honor here at Grafton. It's going to be overthrown by Nolan Warner. Was the intended receiver. Bit overthrown. But like I was saying, Matt Holbrook, Jackson Sonnet, Brady Fontana, Ryan Jack, Ryan Warner, the list could go on. All stars. And they all come together and work as one because they know that the power of chemistry and teamwork can take not only this football team, but any football team a long way. And they've seen it happen. They were there for that team that made it to the state championship. And teamwork and chemistry is always the front line of success. So it's great to hear from the guys that their team goal is team chemistry and in the end winning the football game. It's going to be a high booming kick. No one back to receive for the Rams, but this one's going to roll and bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So when tonight ends, after 6 minutes and 54 seconds passes, the Indians will most likely add a win to the win column, and they'll go 2-1. While on the other side of the field, the Rams are going to go down 1-2. Still early on in the season, but you hate to go below 500. You always want to try to stay 500 and above to keep your playoff hopes alive. So if you're the Rams, you got to come back next week and put on a showing. A great hit by Ryan Jack on the sideline to knock the ball incomplete. 6:49 remaining in the game. 2nd and 10. Rams going to take it on their own 25. They trail by 22. Thompson checks his signs on the sideline. He hands it off. And this run's going to go nowhere. Ben Carpenter stuffed on the play.
21. Ben Carpenter.
And we're going to stoppage.
Full timeout called by Shepard.
Timeout by Shepard Hill. So the Indians look to come away injury-free this game. It's been a pretty rough game for both sides. Getting really physical, really scrappy. So for the Indians, it's going to get to a point where we're going to want to try to take out the starters, give the backups a chance, keep your starters rested and healthy, because it is a long season, as many of these players know. But this game's still not over. 6:35 remaining. And we're going to resume play here in just a moment. They send a man in motion. 3rd and 6 for the Rams. Great tackling by the Indians. Look to be Jackson Sonnet, Brady Fontana. Excuse me, Cole Thornton and Jackson Sonnet on the tackle for the Indians. And it's another handoff. And they're going to get no yards, so it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Rams. Yet again. So with 6:06 remaining, turnover on downs, the Indians will take over. And we're going to take this time for a quick update on another game. Worcester Tech winning against Bartlett 16-4 at half. Elsewhere, Wachusett beats ARHS High School 42-0. So that's a big win for Wachusett. Athol also takes the win 16-0 in their matchup. So it's going to be a pitch to Jackson Sonnet. And he's going to break a few tackles, and he's out to the outside again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jackson Sonnet. An absolute field day. Fireworks for the Indians. And he scores not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. It's 5th touchdown of the day. What can you do to stop this man? He's an absolute beast. Four on the ground, 1 through the air. Jackson Sonnet has been the definition of an all-star tonight. So with Jake Sestoni's sideline with an injury, they're going to go for 2. So the Indians stay on for the 2-point conversion. Ryan Warner, he's going to line up on the near side. Ryan Jack on the far side. He's sent in motion. Holbrook's going to keep it himself.
Holbrook on the carry. And 2-point conversion.
And they're going to say no good on the 2-point conversion.
Score is Grafton 41, Shepard Hill 13.
So Jackson Sonnet undeniably is going to take the MVP tonight when it's all said and done. 5:54 remaining in the game. You can just see how the energy levels on the sidelines are just polar opposites. You look over on the near side, and it's just dead energy. Heads down, defeated, are the Rams, and they just have not really been able to generate anything tonight. And you can just see the frustration on the sidelines. While the Indians are having an absolute field day, enjoying themselves comfortably with the 41-13 lead over the Rams. Very rare do you see a 28-point lead, and there's still time to go. Another update. Alphabet holds a 24-22 lead over Millbury. And with 5:54, Jace Keeler is going to boot this one away. It's a high, booming kick. Bounces it around the 10-yard line. Nathaniel Cooper is going to pick it up inside the 10. He's going to try to make his way to the outside, and he does. Spin move on Ryan Jack before he's stuffed by Max Kogan. Another update. Shrewsbury takes a 42-14 win over Groton Dunstable, led by senior quarterback of the Colonials.
Hill plays Algonquin Regional High School, and Grafton will play at Leicester High School next Friday night.
So with 5:46 remaining in this game, down 28, the Rams can try to put something together. It's a big hit over there on the sideline by Ben Barabee. So 5:20 remaining in this game. 2nd and 12 for the Rams. They've struggled all night on offense. The running game has had spurts, but overall, really been an all-Indians kind of night. At times, it looked like the Indians' defense got a little tired from the running that the Rams showed, and now it's getting real chippy.
Handoff number 34.
But like I was saying, it's been a really tough night on offense for the Rams. They've had some success on the run, slowing down the Indians' defense, but they would always prevail when the time was right. So Nathaniel Cooper is going to receive that catch. Excuse me, receive that pass. Nice catch there by the junior. And they're going to go back to the hurry up, but it seems to be a little bit late. 4th and short. They're going to be stuffed short. So yet another turnover on downs for the Rams. It's just been a tough night. .349 remaining in the game. Indians still holding on to a 28-point lead. Jace Keeler, the sophomore under center. Oh, excuse me. Jackson Broad, the junior under center. The pitch goes to Jack Padgett. He makes his way to the left side.
That's why it's Bravo. Oh, Bravo? Yeah, it's JV.
And we're going to reach the 3-minute mark in this game. Again, Jackson Broad under center for the Indians. Jack Padgett at running back. Under center was Jackson Broad. Hand off to Jack Padgett. It's getting really chippy out there. Players taking swings at each other. And the rest better take action before this gets out of hand. We've already seen Ryan Warner get into a little scuff over here. Yeah, the 50. Now we've been seeing it all drive, cheap and late shots from both sides. And we've even seen penalties been thrown for late hits all night. Frustration does boil over. We got to remember this is still a football game. People can get seriously hurt. So if you're the refs, you got to really take handle of this game. So we're at the 2-minute mark remaining in the game. 3rd and 3. Ball on the 13-yard line. Jackson Broad under center. He's going to take the snap. He's going to pitch it out to Jack Padgett. He's going to try to fight his way for the first down. And he will get the first down. First and goal for the Indians on the run by Jack Padgett.
First down and goal. For Grafton.
So it looks like the Indians are just going to take a knee. They bring out their starters for the final plays. We are at the 1-minute mark remaining in the game. 60 ticks left before the Indians improve their record to 2-1 on the season. It was a really good fought game by both sides, but the Indians clearly the better team tonight, putting up 41 points in the victory. And the victory formation from the Indians. The kneel down from the senior quarterback, Matt Holbrook. Cheers from the Indians side. And well-deserved, to say the least. So after suffering a tough loss last week to Shrewsbury, led by Drew Campanelli on the game-winning drive, the Indians bounce back to beat a team they very rarely beat in the Rams. So Shepard Hill falls. Indians take the dub. 41-13, and my MVP, no doubt, goes to Jackson Sonnet. 5 touchdowns. 1 through the air, 4 on the ground. He definitely led the Indians tonight. And as the clock hits 0, the Indians improve to 2-1. Rams fall to 1-2. It was an incredible night here in Grafton. Again, Indians hold on and win 41-13. 28-point victory led by Jackson Sonnet. We hope to see you next time. I'm Mark Savatelli, signing off. Have a good one.